Honorable Men Discord. Let's talk LeBron James and his to-be-determined games. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you have something you'd like to share, I'll see you in the comment section. So, let me start by saying this. I'm a LeBron James fan. Ever since Michael Jordan retired, who I was raised on watching, I stopped watching the NBA for a while. And then when LeBron came into the league, he caught my attention, and I've been a fan ever since. So he's my favorite player right now. I would say my second favorite player is Anthony Edwards. And my third would be I can't even pronounce the young man's name from the Spurs, and I don't want to butcher it, but you know who I'm talking about. He's the future of the NBA. But let me get straight to this. This is about LeBron talking about his TBD games. And the reason why I wanted to discuss this is because I saw this a few days ago, but I had full intentions of making an episode about this because I'm disappointed in hearing stuff like this. All right? But I'm going to play this video and then we'll talk about it further.
San Antonio. I gotta ask.
You're 41 years old. Of course, there's always
Didn't look like it.
back-to-back.
Didn't look like it.
Every back-to-back for the rest of the season is TBD. I am 41. I got the most minutes in NBA history.
True.
Thank it right now, okay? What are we talking about?
It's just you don't look like you're 41 on the court.
But I am. December 30th, 1984, 4:39 p.m. That's when I was born.
Oh, I never knew your birth time before.
I ain't got, when I came out, slapped the doctor in the ass.
TV.
All right. I've said this before on various episodes. I'm going to call it like I see it. It wouldn't matter if I'm a fan of the person, whether it's a sports figure, whether it's an artist, a music artist, so on and so forth. Movie actor. I call it like I see it. Now, as a LeBron fan, I'm going to say this. I don't like hearing stuff like this. Yes, it's a fact that at the time of this recording, LeBron is 41. And all the things that he mentioned about, games played, so on and so forth. But when you speak like this, it comes from a place of clearly entitlement because he's an older statesman. So I understand why he's speaking like this. But what I don't like about this, and by all means, jump in the comments if you agree, is this is a horrible thing for a LeBron fan who's trying to purchase a ticket to see him play. You don't consider the fans. And I know some might say, well, why does he have to consider the fans? He's a grown man. He has to worry about his health, his body. My thing is this. If you can't play all the games, then how about just step aside and retire? And I'm saying that as a LeBron fan. So for those of you who are LeBron fans and you don't like that I'm saying that, I'll see you in the comment section. Just keep it respectful. Those of you who are not LeBron fans, you're probably loving this episode because you probably feel the same way. And I can't be mad at you for feeling the same way. I don't understand why we're talking about, why he's talking about, I should say. I'm not talking about it. Why he's talking about, from this point on, every game is TBD. It's horrible. And that was one of my bucket list things to do, was to purchase a ticket to see LeBron play. I mean, is he the same LeBron of the past? No, he's not. But I would still like to see him play, but to speak like this is like every game, every purchased ticket is like a lottery, because you're not sure what you're going to see. You're going to get to see the Lakers. And for those of you that are diehard Laker fans, yes, you're going to see the Lakers play, which that's a good thing. Am I a diehard Laker fan? I'm not. I'm a LeBron fan. I'll be honest with you. I was a LeBron fan when he was on Cleveland. I can't say I was supporting him when he was on Miami because at that time the Knicks were doing pretty well, and I was rooting for the Knicks. And I know some of you might be saying, oh, you're a bandwagon. You don't really have a real team. That's true. In terms of basketball, when Michael Jordan retired, that was the last bit of loyalty I had to one particular franchise and one particular player. And that was the Chicago Bulls. But truth be told, if Jordan would have left Chicago Bulls, I would have my allegiance would have left with Jordan. I'll be honest with you. That's just how I move. I don't care how anybody feels about that. At least I'm being honest about it. Now with LeBron, if I purchase a Lakers ticket and I don't see LeBron, I'm gonna be highly disappointed. Highly disappointed. I'm just being honest. And to hear something like this, I'm pretty sure other, LeBron fans would be annoyed at hearing something like this also. And I don't believe it's fair to act as though the league owes you something because you decide, you yourself decide to keep playing at this age. And I'm going to say this also as a LeBron fan. It's coming across very much like what Westbrook did a few years ago, where it was all about stats and making sure you continue to collect triple doubles. It's coming across as like you're really just out there just trying to make sure that you over cement your legacy. You already have a legacy. You're cemented as it is. But now when you start talking like this, it sounds like you're just prancing around on the court just to make sure your stats is just so far removed from the rest of the league. I just find it to be disgusting. But that's all I have on this. There's nothing more to say other than I am completely against this whole TBD games. I think your team would be disgusted by that. I mean, how would your teammates feel about that? And that's going to set a precedence, much like what he did back when he left Cleveland to go to Miami. It's setting a precedence where now the older statesmen of each team, and obviously they have to be superstars to pull this off, they might start pulling the same thing. They might say, well, listen, I give you 100% every time I get on the court. I'm going to be taking some days off. Each game played throughout the season's TBD. What if other people start doing this? Because they're going to refer back to this. They're going to say, well, LeBron did it. There was no problem with their franchise. Now, I know each franchise has different rules. I don't know how they regulate certain things with their superstars and their players, but he's setting a new president, and I don't like this new president. This new president is actually going to kill ticket sales. And if it doesn't, it will eventually kill ticket sales, because if enough people take on this type of thought process, fans are going to be livid. And then you're going to have fans just intentionally not buying tickets because they don't know who's going to show up. But that's all I have on this episode. What's your thoughts? I'm eager to hear your opinion on this. And as always, I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And stay honorable.